Hello, back once again. Here we go, boys and girls. This time we are live again on Twitch. If you're here, hello. If you're not here, which probably not, hello anyway, because I'm going to stick this baby on YouTube. And obviously, the past couple of days we've been focusing on the Gold Cup, but now we've gone south, way south, and that is to South America. That's right, for the Copa America. Let's go. Yes, boys and girls, so we are switching gears and taking a look at Group A of the 2019 Copa America, which will be hosted out in Brazil, kicking off. In fact, I think it does kick off slightly ahead of the Gold Cup. So realistically, I should have probably done these shows before the Gold Cups. But anyway, we are here, and again, live over on Twitch if you want to join in tomorrow's session where we'll take a look at Group B. But this one, we're going to be focusing predominantly on Group A, and we'll jump into that in a second. Again, if you're watching on the replay on YouTube, if you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button, keep you back up to date with all things Copa America, right, boys and girls? What else we got? Blackburn Rovers, of course, and world football. We're going to all here under one roof. So a little bit later on, we're going to open up the chat again if you want to predict your results for the games that we cover. We are just covering the two of them: Brazil against Venezuela and Brazil against Bolivia, Venezuela against Peru. Yeah, just stick them in the chat, or if you're watching later, down in the old comment section down below to see what goes on. Anyway, let's jump into it and take a look at the teams or the nations that occupy Group A over in the 2019 Copa America. And kicking it all off, it is the hosts. Hang on, let's jump over. There we go. It is the host, Brazil. They're currently ranked third in the world. This is their fifth time they've hosted the Copa America. They've won it 8. They've been runner-up 11 times. Obviously, the best record is the big fat W. And they're currently ranked with the bookmakers 11-10 to win it as a whole. They are joined by Bolivia. That's right. They've hosted the Copa America twice throughout the years. They've won it once. They've been runner-up once as well. Their rank is 64th in the FIFA rankings, and they're currently ranked 75-1 to win it all in all. So, bit of a long shots there. Joining them will be Venezuela. I've hosted it just the one time. They've never won it. They've never been a runner-up. The best ever performance is 4th spot, ranked 30th in the world, 35-1 to win the whole stinking lot. And they're completing the quartet is Peru. That's right, who were in the World Cup last time out. Hosted the tournament 6 times, won it twice, been runner-up, big fat 0, and they're currently ranked 21st in the world and 20-1 to win the stinking lot. Brazil should win, but will they? Will they indeed? We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, they have taken a bit of a hit. I think Neymar is out, busted ankle, and all kinds of drama going off the field. And here is Group A. It's not how. I don't think it will end up like this. This is just how it's panned out as I've collected the data. And these are the matches. Kicking it off on the 15th, depending on where you are in the world. I'm just trying to figure that out. So that'll be the 14th in the real world, which I believe is that Friday? 12th? 13th, I think it is Friday. Kicking it off on Friday, America time, which will be Saturday morning or later on the day, depending on where you are in the world. Ain't that right, Purple Hazer? Because if it's over in Australia, New Zealand territory, we're talking, I don't know, I have no idea. Maybe noon kickoff on Saturday, something like that. It depends on where you are. And obviously on the next day, Venezuela take on Peru. And I think there is a game in Group B on the same day, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. Because I was going to do all of Group A today for the first matches, and I was going to do the first half of Group B. And it just felt a bit weird. So we're just going to do Group A. So let's take a look at those games. And here they are. Kicking their first off, obviously match day 1, part 1 right here. And we'll conclude it through to match day 1, part 3. And we'll take a look at Groups B and C over the next few weeks. What we got going on here? So Brazil take on Bolivia. They've played each other 29 times in all competitions around the world and all venues. Brazil winning 20 of them, Bolivia winning 5 of them, and they've drawn 4 between them. Now the bookmakers, well, they've got Brazil red hot stinking favourites here, 14-1 to win the whole stinking lot, 25-1 for Bolivia. The draw draw is 8-1. We've got Purple Hazer here from New Zealand. He does his own predictions on his YouTube channel, so you might check that sucker out. But he's gone 4-0, a bit of a roasting for Bolivia. But I've gone for 4 goals myself. I've gone for a 3-1 victory. Maybe give Bolivia a little bit of benefit of the doubt. Who's their number 1 goalkeeper these days? Is it Alisson or is it someone else? It must be Alisson. Surely it must be Alisson. But yeah, maybe a little bit of nerves kicking into the first game. Obviously, we saw that throughout in the World Cup when they hosted it a couple of years back. They can perform, they can deliver, they can turn on the juice. I just think it'll be a victory for Brazil, but ultimately, I think there'll be a little bit of a blip along the way. And also in Group A, what we got going on here? Venezuela up against Peru. Now, Venezuela and Peru have played each other 35 times in all competitions, all grounds around the world. Peru picking up big fat 21 of those victories. Venezuela have won 8 of them, and the two sides have drawn 6 between them. Now, the bookmakers have this one a little bit more closer to the money. We've got Peru at 6-5 favourites. Venezuela 5-2 long shots. And the draw is 2-1. So obviously the bookmakers going with Peru on this one. Venezuela have been doing some bits quite recently in the past. In the friendlies, they've been turning on the juices. Solomon Rondon, I think is he Venezuelan, scoring the goals for them bad boys. For me, what have I gone? I can't remember what I've picked for this one. In fact, I have gone for a big fat 2-1 victory. Purple Hazer over in New Zealand, he's gone for a big fat 1-1 draw. But for me, I'm going to go with 3 points for Peru, which would set up a very, very nice start for the participants in the last World Cup. But yes, the draw is a favourable result. But ultimately, I think Brazil should get themselves off to a good... I think if Brazil do get off to a good platform, then they can build on that. And then maybe just breeze through this group. And then I think this competition, obviously, is much smaller than the African Cup of Nations and even smaller than the Gold Cup. So there's not many teams participating, 12 in total. But I think the knockout stages will get a little bit interesting here, because I don't think we should underestimate Qatar. I don't think you should underestimate Japan, the two guest nations in this tournament. I think they could cause some problems. They're not pushovers. Definitely can cause some problems. The Qatar just breezed through the Asian Cup earlier in the year, and also they're going to be hosting the World Cup in a couple of years' time. So they see this as good preparation for themselves to maybe to try and up their game a little bit. And obviously Japan, they were close in the World Cup to progressing deep into the knockout stages, only to be ousted lastminute.com by Belgium. So there ain't no slouches. Japan, Qatar. Also taking a look at the other nations in groups B and C. Obviously Argentina focus Group B, and obviously Messi still trying to win a major honour with his nation. Obviously failing with the World Cups, and also failing at the Copa Americas as well. So I think this could be his last crack. Definitely at the Copa America. I think we may still see him knocking around for the World Cup in a couple of years' time. I think he's still got a few years in the tank. So Argentina want to be looking out for Uruguay as well. They ain't no slouches. Chile, obviously they didn't have no World Cup football themselves, but they could also be competitors for this, and they've won it a bunch of times quite recently. Moving on forward, obviously, this is I'm just going to kind of run through the spiel of the platform, Blackburn Rovers Seas, on YouTube, on here on Twitch, and of course Patreon, just in case you're not knowing, and this is maybe the first time you've seen this, my content. But over the summer, I will be going live over on YouTube for Premier League Matchday predictions each and every week. Same deal with the Championship. That's something new. I'm going to be doing that next season. Also, we'll have the pre-recorded Bundesliga, La Liga, and Serie A games again on a matchday by basis. Down the bottom there, over on Twitch, we have been already covering the Gold Cup, and we'll be coming back for Matchday 2, Part 1. I think Sunday. Is when we're going to come back. It might even be Monday. So then, in that episode, live here on Twitch, we'll take a look back at my predictions. Of course, the ever-present and forever grateful Purple Hazer has been with us the whole time. So Much appreciated. We'll take a look at his predictions as well to see who's kind of come close to the money. That's right. And obviously, we're coming here, Copa America as well. And a little bit later on, I think start next week, we're also going to take a look at the African Cup of Nations. That's right, 3 major tournaments. And right smack dab in the middle there is my Patreon account. So if you guys want to support the platform in another way besides your viewership, there are 3 tiers of support. And in the new season, we'll be having recorded predictions for each and every one of these divisions, match day by match day, for League 1 in England, League 2 in England, the Scottish Premier, the French top division, the Dutch top division, and the top division over in Portugal. And if you want to find out more information about that, there are links scattered everywhere, whether it's on Twitch here or if it's over on YouTube. But if you can't find them, here they are in black and white. Yeah, so you take a little scribble and write them bad boys down and head over there whenever you get a chance. So tomorrow we'll be taking a look at Group B, and those games are these bad boys. Colombia against Argentina. That is a heavyweight contest right there. I think this group looks quite nasty, if I'm honest with you. I think it could go one of 3 ways. You know, I think Argentina, Colombia could qualify. Argentina, Qatar could qualify. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Colombia, Qatar can qualify. It is squeaky bum time in this division, and it's not even started yet. So, folks, that is what's going to be going on next episode, which will be live here on Twitch. I know this is a very, very short one. Let's come back to the mainstream. Yes, support the channel. That's right. But here I am back in my glory in HD. If you are watching this on YouTube, which will be uploaded a little bit in a couple of minutes, make sure you smash the thumbs up. Make sure you smash the subscribe if you're new. We're going to try and cover each and every one of these games over here on Twitch live, so there is no shady business. You know, I can't back out of it. Just whatever I predict is what I predict. But then again, you can check it all out on YouTube if you haven't got the time. So we go again, and we'll go again very, very soon tomorrow when we'll take a look at Group B. But until then, once again, thank you to my viewer out there. Or viewers, I don't know how many who's watching. Nathan, what's my stats, man? What's my stats? Got 3 viewers, a couple of little guys in the closet. But anyway, I do appreciate anyone who's stopped by for these live shows, and we'll go again tomorrow. Until then, thumbs up, subscribe, smash that follow button on the old Twitch, because I want to try and push this sucker up to 50. That's right, big fat 3. Just remembered I will be going live twice tomorrow. Once over here on Twitch for Groups B in the Copa America, and I've also be going live for a very, very early door video, and that will be for the release of the Premier League fixtures. That's right, and that's going to be right here on YouTube, not Twitch. So we're going to be live on YouTube, early doors. That'll be 9 a.m. in England, 4 a.m. for me in the USA. So I'll be knocking this stuff back like it goes out of shape. So looks like Purple Haze is getting ahead of himself here, talking about the I don't know, deep into the tournament, and that is available on the old chat side. But yes, tomorrow live on Twitch for Matchday 1 Part 2 for the Group B, but also live on the old YouTube for some Premier League release fixtures. Initial reaction of who's going to be kicking off the season. When are those big games like Man City against Liverpool? When are they taking place? Do the odds change? We'll take a look at the odds before and after the release of the fixtures. And all that kind of stuff. So we'll take a look at the odds before and after the release of the fixtures, see what has changed along the way. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this sucker up. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. But if you do, smash the subscribe. Back tomorrow with some more Copa America predictions. For some more great Copa America content, why don't you join me for one of my live sessions over on Twitch. Details to the channel down in the old description below.